morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Rachel Barber.
And I'm Brian Nuevo.
Juniors will need to fulfill a new requirement if they are interested in a TA or off period next school year.
Current juniors are required to complete their personal finance course by May 31st to be eligible for an off period or TA their senior year. Counselor Philomena Crone hopes the decision to place a deadline on the course will help alleviate stress on students who wait till the last minute.
The personal finance course is a requirement for all seniors now, or all students to graduate, and the intent behind it was to give students just a general overview of personal finance as students transition from high school to adulthood, because students usually wait until the very last minute to complete their personal finance course, and because it's a graduation requirement, we know it's better for students to get the course done sooner than later.
Junior Sarah Whaley believes the new deadline places unnecessary stress on juniors.
A lot of us as juniors already have a heavy workload with AP classes and things like that, and to ask us to take another course just to be able to take a break next year is kind of dumb.
Crone hopes this change will encourage students to complete the course more efficiently than in years past.
Student government will host a City Hawkins dance next Friday. According to committee chairs, the dance will feature a DJ and the return of platform boxes, which are popular among students.
I feel that the city's dance is going to go really well, considering the fact that we haven't really done this yet. I think people are going to be excited, they're going to be ready to come out, and we're bringing the boxes back. I think a lot of people are going to come out, honestly, because, again, it's just something we haven't done before, and people are going to be excited because it's something different.
Tickets are on sale today for $10 and $15 next week. Students may get $5 off ticket prices with an ASB card.
We now go to Dom Taylor for sports.
Good morning and welcome to this Friday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Dominic Taylor. The 2017 champion Roseville girls soccer will have a chance to defend their title Saturday after the Tigers eliminated the Rockland Thunder in a close thriller semifinal on Wednesday, 1-0.
So it was an ugly win, but we were able to pull it out, and so great teams are able to win ugly, and so I do think that as long as we mark up and just play the way we know how to play, I think we have a very even chance of winning and just repeating what we did last year.
Girls soccer will face the third-seeded River City Raiders in the championship game at Elk Grove High School on Saturday at 4 o'clock. In other sports news, winter sports are coming to a close and spring sports are already underway as the defending league champion boys varsity volleyball opened their season Wednesday with a 3-0 win over Del Oro.
The first game went pretty well. We beat Del Oro in 3 sets. In each of the sets, we were down pretty big, and we had to come back from being down like 7 to 8 in each set. So it went pretty well because we beat them in 3.
Boys volleyball will play at Jesuit Tuesday. Other sports to open their seasons include softball, which fell to Sheldon 8-1, and baseball, which premiered in dominating fashion, besting the Inderkum Tigers 11-1. And that's all in your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Dom. Annihilation blindsided me as one of the best sci-fi thrillers I have ever seen. Aside from the gripping plot, the imagery used possesses each and every viewer and does not leave your mind until the credits begin to roll. Beautiful use of color graces every single minute of the movie, and intense colors of mutated fungus attached to light poles and amazing rays of sunlight emerging through leaves show how dedicated the producers were to making the best-looking movie of the year. However, during more intense scenes, colors lack any sort of color depth, and it's done perfectly. For example, in morbid scenes, the only colors are drab blacks and deep grays, obviously reflecting the mood of the scene. But for me, the best part of the movie is actually how little was known about it before the release. I went to the theater knowing little about the plot or the fact that it would be filled with nightmare fuel. What makes this movie so different from other sci-fi thrillers, such as Interstellar or Inception, is the fact that the characters in the audience start at the exact same place and learn as the movie goes on. The plot is not fed to you, and it leaves room for interpretation for its own abnormal ending. Any movie fans that enjoy thought-provoking stories with amazing visuals tied together by a truly intriguing plot should watch this film. And now we go back to news.
Thanks, Jackson. English teacher Stuart Smith recently finished writing a book.
Newly released fictional book, Sell My Soul, written by RHS teacher Stuart Smith, was inspired by his own personal experiences.
It's called Sell My Soul, and it's essentially a travel story, like a journey for these 3 kids through the foster care system.
Smith took a year-long break from the book before eventually finding the motivation to continue.
I wrote it in 2016 and put it aside for almost a year, and then went back to it when I found out that National Novel Writing Month associated with Amazon. I found out they had this contest for what they call Kindle Scout, and I submitted it to that just recently, and they accepted it for the next month for a big trial period, so that's where it's at right now.
Smith promotes his book on many different platforms.
And of course, social media platforms are really good, so I kick things out on Twitter a lot, and I got my friends and family on Facebook to look at it already. And then one of the ways to get at this piece is to do what's called a digital book tour. So we look at book blog.
Sell My Soul will be featured next month on Kindle, but is also available on most platforms now. And that's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at eyeofthetigernews.com. See you next time.